What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Bremen, aka All Fires. Now, it was supposed to be this evening, and about 4 hours ago, the Disney was said to have a presentation, and according to actual trusted sources, part of that presentation included Marvel Studios information and maybe even a sizzle reel for the upcoming Captain America Brave New World. However, again, 4 hours later, there's been zero reporting on it, so I have to assume that it went the way of most Marvel Studios announcements this year. May have been one planned, but nothing actually got announced, and because mostly the actors are still on strike. Now, while the good news is tomorrow they return to negotiations with the studios, and fingers crossed they can actually start making some headway and maybe even resolve this before the end of the year. Apparently, we're getting a huge update today and from trusted industry insider Daniel RPK as to when Sony now plans to start production on Spider-Man 4. We're breaking down the latest for when it's going to start filming, what that actually means for its release date, and I know some of you were asking about the contractual obligations. We'll talk about that too, and what would happen if, say, the actors' strike pushed them past that deadline. We're breaking it all down, the new reported timeline for Spider-Man 4, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below that will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, guys. We are just 2 weeks away from announcing back-to-back winners for both the Marvels and Loki's finale, which are about 24 hours apart. We've also got one for What If in December, and still through the rest of October, we're giving away daily comic book variants. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so again, as I mentioned moments ago in the prologue, this actually broke earlier this afternoon from industry insider Daniel RPK. And if you're curious about his track record, while we don't give him the exact same reverence as the Hollywood Reporter or Deadline when it comes to reports like this, we might as well, because his accuracy over the last 3 or 4 years, especially about Marvel Studios, has been right on par with the rest. He reported earlier this afternoon that, quote, Sony Pictures plans to begin filming on Spider-Man 4 in late 2024. And there are two huge inferences we can draw from this. The first is on the script being complete. It was reported, or at least rumored, that the script was underway over at Sony, and before the writers went on strike, they've obviously come off strike. It was said they would prioritize finishing that, and if they've gone ahead now and started planning for the filming phase, that most likely means the script is done. Of course, an update pending whenever the actors are finished striking, so Sony can make some sort of announcement. The second one is the release date. If they're not going to begin filming until late 2024, that means that filming might run into the earliest part of 2025, which means at the absolute earliest we're getting Spider-Man 4 released is the end of 2025. And in fact, if they start filming around September and October, that would put them on a parallel timetable for what they did with Spider-Man No Way Home, starting in September or October in late 2020 and then releasing in December 2021. Now, one of the comments that I keep getting is about the Sony window to release the next Spider-Man film, because there is a contractual agreement about the rights. If Sony doesn't release Spider-Man films and fast enough, the rights actually do revert back to Marvel, but they only have to start production within 3 years of the last Spider-Man's release and then put it out within 5. So as long as Sony goes ahead and starts production or filming on Spider-Man 4 by December of 2024, they still have 2 years to get that film shot, made, and then put out all the way to December of 2026. Now, I know some of you have postulated that if the strike was still going, something could happen there, but man, if there's still a strike going with the actors and over a year from now, in December of 2024, there are so much more disastrous things happening to the Hollywood industry and over the next 16 months. I've said this in some previous videos, and I know I may be screaming into the void here because hopefully the actor strike gets resolved and this is minimal. But I don't even think we've seen the real damage yet, because investors need quarterly reports, and the quarterly reports for the first couple of quarters in the next fiscal year, when studios have absolutely zero to put out, are going to look real bleak, and their stock prices might end up replicating that, where they end up losing money in the value of the company, not just losing money on the fact that they're not putting out productions. It's a double whammy, especially for these studios that are already operating on the thinnest of margins. But please don't feel sorry for them in any time soon. They got to get to the table and they got to sort this out with the actors and honestly put an end to all this, because it's gone long enough. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for Spider-Man 4. I am as well. We will do a follow-up video sometime in the future, because there have been about 6 or 7 months worth of rumors for that plot, and I think we've pretty much narrowed down what might be going on. It's going to be super interesting to see, and especially on the back of the Spider-Man 2 game, if we're going to get Miles Morales in live action MCU. Let me know all your thoughts down below quickly. We will be doing giveaways at the channel through the rest of the month for the comic variants. Then we've got 3 PlayStations before the end of the year. Super simple to be entered to win. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. Find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.